16 months ago, we bought this old catamaran, which was essentially a rotting shell, wasn't it, darling?
Definitely.
But she has a great pedigree.
A diamond in the rough.
A diamond in the rough.
I spotted it.
Take the credit, why don't you? She did actually.
Anyways, we used 6 months to fix her up, just to the point where we can take her out and keep fixing it and keep fixing her on the go.
Obviously we had a lot of problems, water leaks. The leak has spread. The engine was pretty done. You can see the smoke coming out from under the hull. Oil leaks. But we learnt on the job, and with the help from friends and family, we managed to get this thing in the water to a point now where she's pretty safe.
So we have been sailing her for over 1,000 nautical miles, including a very big sail for us over 3 days, which just took place in the last video.
We started 3 years ago with no experience. Now we have a little bit of experience, but we do this on the tiniest of budgets. Welcome back to Wildlings Sailing.
Thanks for watching.
So we made it. Such good feelings of accomplishment. A few things broke, so I really need to fix the kicking strap back to the boom. The out haul fitting pops off as well, so I need to put that back on. Oil leak. I'm just going to set up a little catchment system because I can't do that without the fuel filter. That's about it. But now, something that I absolutely love doing when we get to a new country, which has only happened 3 times I think, is to put up the courtesy flag. This is the Corsican flag, and this is a Moorish man's head. The legend behind this flag is the Corsican leader in the 13th century called Paolo fell in love with a girl called Diana, just like Diana.
Whoa.
And Moorish slavers, so these guys, captured Diana and intended to sell Diana to the Genoese, which is like the Italians essentially. And there was a battle between the Corsicans and the Moorish. The Moorish people were actually Arabic. Anyway, in that battle, the Moorish leader, can't remember his name, he was beheaded, and then this became the symbol of Corsica. Well, let's get this bad boy on the mast.
How dare you take Diana away from her lover? Yeah. Nice.
Almost the last of the swordfish. We've been eating it for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
It is the last.
Oh, including the little sashimi as well.
Okay,
so we're going to have it in wraps.
We had probably 5 meals. Full speed. Trying to catch the wind. The wind forecast changed overnight, and we've got a very small window to get to Ajaccio, which is the capital of Corsica. Jan is going to fly back on Friday, so it'd be a nice spot for him to get off, and also we'd like to explore the city. The window's so tiny now, so we may not be able to make it all the way to the city, and there's a lot of southerly winds. And also we're going south as well to meet up with a friend, a dear friend of mine, so we're going to try and make some progress down south. What's the scenario, Capitan? Now we're trying to catch the wind before it dies at 2, if the forecast is correct. And we're sailing at 3.3 knots to 4 knots. That's not bad. Downwind with 8 knots of wind. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Cloudy day. Heavy. Sweaty. So it's such a beautiful coastline. The most beautiful coastline we've sailed on yet, maybe. The North Majorcan coast was close. However, the massive downfall of having all these little mountains, or big mountains, is that it makes sailing really challenging. The wind can shift so easily, you can get funneled down the valleys, and it makes sailing difficult. Let's hope this headwind doesn't come too soon and we can get to Ajaccio. I want to see Napoleon Bonaparte's birthplace.
For the sailfish, I've been calling it a swordfish. It's the same thing. Well, it's not, it's really not, but Yoshi really wants to bite this and it would be terrible if he did. No! Get back. Back. That's not working. So I got this feather, it was about 13 euros, so it's already paid for itself. I just had this one hand line and it's probably only about 30 meters, and ideally you want to troll them at about 300 meters. So I picked out our thinnest lines on the boat. So we had 1, 2, 3. So I was trolling with these 3 lines, trying to get as much distance out, and we got our sailfish. So now all the sailfish is gone, we'll try and catch some more, or a tuna, that'd be nice. The wind shifted, coming from the south, and I think we're going to try and sail through a very narrow passage heading to Ajaccio. We have to be careful because there's a huge rock which will be on our lee. Let's see how it goes.
Getting close. Successful.
Well, it's been another classic Mediterranean coastal sailing day. Some good sailing, some good motoring. I've set up a little bag to catch the oil leak, so we'll see how much oil we lost. And I also topped it up a little bit. Welcome to Ajaccio. We're on the kind of more developed side of the city. The old town's way over there. And this is an incredibly industrial anchorage where all the catamarans apparently come. Because no catamarans can get into any marinas because, well, they don't need to, and it's expensive. You have big gas refilling pontoons for the big ferries, which are over there. You have these huge, I don't know, it's crazy. That's the price of civilization, so-called civilization. Would be nice to see inside the old town now. We are leaving a flipping trail of oil everywhere. So the huge cruise ship is leaving. The cost of this ship was more than 900 million. It has 19 decks. It's going now to Barcelona and it's lit up like a Christmas tree. I don't know how on earth its fellow navigators on the sea would deal with that light.
Say hello to our new member of crew, John. We rescued him on the way to Ajaccio. We saw him crawling on the engine hatch with 1 foot broken. And here is our new... Whoa! Don't jump off the cliff. I think he's recovered. Not really. His one hand is still disabled.
I guess we just leave him in the open jar so he can fly off if he needs, but he's more than welcome to stay. He loves that lettuce.
Yeah.
He's eaten loads of it.
Yeah, loads. We're just transferring his habitat to a bigger one. Well, he calls back to the old piece that he was been eating.
He likes it rotten.
Warning for the gentlemen who try to persuade their wives to go live aboard this section. Better don't show them. I have to confess, I haven't done a proper shower in about a month now. I have showered in the sea. The bathroom curtain was down because I was cleaning it. We never managed to put it back on. We didn't want to splash water everywhere, so we didn't have a shower. So today we went to the chandelier to get a small tube of Corsica flags so we don't waste the big ones we have. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so I'll hold it, okay, and you shall tape it in place. Huh? We're doing that one first.
The other side.
Well, I've set the camera up for that one.
Okay,
this one's the easy one. We'll have a good start.
Wow, check out this tape and tearing skill. Ready?
So neat and tidy, yeah? Ooh la la. So I'll hold it in position, you tape her up, okay?
Why is everything her?
Everything's a she, okay?
Okay. Okay. Done. So Jan left this morning and we'd just like to say thank you, Jan, for all your help. Yeah, thanks for all the recipes and all the treats that you brought us. And thanks for doing a lot of the cooking on the passage. Jan was an absolute beast in the kitchen when it was rolling around. Chop, 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 chop. Salad, sashimi, papapa. Yeah, and takoyaki. Tata. It tastes really good as well. So we're still in this city anchorage of Ajaccio. We're just gonna try and exploit the city for all it's worth because after this we'll be going to some pretty raw anchorages on the south of Corsica, and then we're gonna head over to Sardinia. We still need to visit the old town, see Napoleon's house and all that stuff, so we'll bring you along for that. Yeah. And yeah. Who knows what the next clip on this video will be? Probably one of Yoshi. John is currently living the dream. He's got a whole melon to himself. Spotlight's on you, John. Take it away. Nice gloves. The finest glove in the land. Grippy, thicky, colourful. Colourful. The recent bane of our recent existence. The oil leak, which well, anyway, I set up a little bag to catch it from where it was dripping from. I'm just going to check it out. Let's see, I hope I caught it. But I think it managed to drip out because there's loads still in the bilge. Not much. But I think in the... and it's been leaking from here also. So the oil level is actually pretty normal. It's not too low, it's in the middle. It's more an inconvenience that there's oil all the time in the bilge. And it's not much oil because it's so black. It looks like loads. Essentially we need a new gasket for the timing case. We need a new gasket and potentially a new rocker cover. It's just never ending. It must be so boring for everyone watching, but yeah, oil bloody leaks, man. Pain in the ass. Well, it's just what you have to deal with older objects. Old things need more love. Yeah. Good. When it gets too hot with the sun, you just pick one out. Put them on. Wow, it's so good. You know what I mean? It just like feels so cool all over. Nadiana, it's just in front of that weed patch. What? 20 meters. Speak up. Speak up. Nice. On his whale, and I'm anchoring.
So we kept our French butagaz, so we're gonna go and get some gas. We're also gonna check out the old town. Thanks, Yosh. Also, I've been on Le Bon Coin, which is the French Gumtree, French Craigslist, and I've managed to find some cheap wing foiling, so foil boarding equipment. So we're gonna pick that up tomorrow, and then we're gonna get out of here and enjoy that a little bit. And something like 6 or 7 days until we head to Sardinia to pick up a friend. So yeah. We found the tennis ball. Amazing.
Yoshi's got another free toy.
It's a shame, but there's a few abandoned boats here. I think I've seen the keel of this sailing boat up against the rocks near us.
You want more?
So we paid €37 for a new gas canister. We've still got some from Spain, so we've got a French bottle. Because when we get gas in Italy, no doubt we'll have to buy a new bottle, and that's going to be well, it's just probably an extra €20. Anyway.
All in all, it's still probably much cheaper than camping gas.
Ooh,
since the
yeah.
amount of how much we use.
Camping gas is expensive, so if you can fit one of these big 13-kilogram bottles on your boat, do that. So we've come to Ajaccio, Old Town now at 9:30 in the evening on a Sunday, so it's completely deserted, but it's nice. It's nice to see the place without it being torturingly hot and full of people. But it's not that touristy really. It has some touristy bits and bobs, but it's not too bad.
And it's the birthplace of the Grand Napoleon.
The petite Napoleon. So, Napoleon Bonaparte lived in Corsica until he was 9 years old. Then he was sent off to a military boarding school by his parents, and he only came back to Corsica once. And when he left Corsica, he was a militant Corsican, but then by the time he was older, apparently, he wasn't really that bothered about it. He cared more about the big boys, the big power in France. So, yeah, there you go, Napoleon Bonaparte.
He grew up hating France.
He grew up hating France. Then after the revolution, he saw that he could find his way into power. It wasn't possible for someone born of his status at the time when he wanted to. French Revolution happened and he was able to take control a little bit. Thank you, YouTube documentaries about Napoleon Dynamite, Napoleon Bonaparte. Thank you for watching this video. Apologies, it's a little bit shorter than usual. Had a bit of a nightmare today. Got my phone stolen out of the cockpit of my boat. We're on a public dock. Anyway, we'll get to that a little bit later, but it's just been an absolute nightmare. Trying to sort that out. Trying to sort out a phone contract because we rely on my phone so much to get videos uploaded, to do everything such as banking and just everything. It's crazy, you don't realise it until it's gone. Anyway, we think we've got it sorted out. So, thanks for bearing with us. Slightly shorter video, also no video last week as well. So thanks for everyone who's even still gone to our Coffee and PayPal. Your guys' name showing up again on the screen. Thank you so much. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. Please subscribe if you're not already. And see you next Friday for hopefully a longer video. Bye bye.